Hello, entrepreneurs. Joe DeCharis, CPA, coming to you live from downtown Flushing, New York, with another special breaking IRS news broadcast. And this has been going on. It's going to keep going on, folks, for quite some time. Unfortunately, we're going to be talking about how to deal with an IRS that is totally broken. I mean, the post office can't even deliver mail, and the IRS, I think, relies on the mail a lot. So just that part of it is frightening. So even if the IRS was on full, like if they were ever actually like running a decent organization, without the post office's cooperation, things get jammed up, and that's what's happening. And if you're watching live, I would appreciate if you can give me a hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay, because this stuff is important, folks. If you know me, I like to have fun, and I'm in a business that really isn't that fun. Bookkeeping and accounting. Somehow my team has figured out a way for us to have fun with it. But, we come across some serious issues that are easily solved. And it comes down to, you don't know what you don't know. And, after you do something, tens of thousands of times after 35 years, it becomes normal to you. You know what to expect. And I'm talking about myself in these situations. And I empathize with people that are in business now, that even if you've been in business for a long time, there's stuff going on now that has never gone on before. And if you're a seasoned entrepreneur, you know how to, dodge the bullets and you'll survive. But for new people, just solopreneurs that are just getting their feet wet, just trying to stay afloat. Forget about making millions of dollars. If you're somebody that, you just want to have a business for lifestyle reasons, you want freedom, you want to be able to make your own hours. It's tough. It's tough to begin with. And now with the way things are, it's even tougher now. It's even more important to be able to pay attention to all the stuff that people don't want to pay attention to, which is the compliance issues. And that's what gets people into trouble. And, you talk to seasoned, experienced, successful entrepreneurs, and maybe even seasoned entrepreneurs that are broke. And they'll tell you that this ain't all a bowl of cherries. It's not all puppy dogs and rainbows when you're in a business. And if you're not doing it with your eyes wide open, you're going to get into trouble. You're going to get into trouble, and the people around you will suffer also. And that's just the way it is. So the first thing that, I would advise anybody is to admit. You have to admit that you just don't know everything, and that there's no possible way that you're going to be in business and do it by yourself. Okay? If you do that, I will pray for you. That's all I could say. I tell people now, I say, I can't believe how complicated it's gotten. Back in the day when I started my ice cream truck business, it was easy. It was easy. I mean, business was still tough. It just wasn't that complicated. It was simple. It was like, I leased an ice cream truck. I bought the ice cream. I sold it. I did get into a tax problem. Now that I think about it, I did get into a tax problem because I didn't file a sales tax return. And I spent the rest of my career trying to help people fix their tax problems because I know what it feels like. So let's talk about, some of the things that are going on now. And I've been talking about the machine for a while now. I haven't kept track of how long, but the issue is that we're not dealing with people anymore, folks. We're dealing with a machine, and it's not just the IRS, it's big business, it's banks, it's insurance companies. And to be quite honest with you, they really don't give a hoot about small business owners. They might say that they do. They might say that they're business friendly, but their definition of a small business is totally different than what I believe a small business is. I'm a small business. I'm a solopreneur. Okay, I don't have 1,000 employees. I don't have 5 employees. I got a bunch of subcontractors that I hire all over the world. Okay, I'm a small business. The grocery stores, the people that are struggling to survive, those are small businesses. If you go to the IRS's website, they will tell you that a small business, not the IRS, the Small Business Administration, they will tell you that a small business is any business with up to 500 employees. 500. The percentage of businesses that even get to 5 employees is so small. It's ridiculous. I don't have the numbers right now, but let's say it's not even 10%. It's not even 10%. So how could they even call themselves a small business administration? And so this is what we're talking about, folks. This is what we're up against. The stimulus payments. Okay, let's talk about this. They totally screwed up the first 2 payments in numerous ways, in ways that I have to think that the IRS's website or their system had to be hacked into, because some of the things that happen just defy simple programming protocol. I mean, my mom got a check the first time, and the second time they tried to electronically send it to her to an account that she had closed. That just doesn't make sense. I have another friend that had the first payment electronically put into her account, and the second one they sent the check, which she hasn't gotten yet. So they totally screwed it up. So now for the third one. So this is the if you haven't gotten your stimulus payment yet, because I did, I got it the first day on March 17th, and I thought, wow, they fixed this. Well, now, I went on the IRS website, and it turns out that they're doing it in phases. I didn't know this because I had people calling me, and I said, wow, I thought everybody was getting it. Apparently, not everybody has gotten them yet, and if you didn't get it, it doesn't mean you're not getting it. So this is the website where you can go and find your where your payment is. Now, I've gone through this several times. I want to go through it again just as proof. This is a letter that a client of mine got regarding an inquiry from September 8th. Okay, they replied on March 10th. So that's October, November, December, January, February, March. That's over 6 months, folks, that it took them to respond. And then they asked us, they said, we need an additional 60 days to complete your response. Now, the response, the inquiry was an amended corporate return. It should take, 4 to 6 weeks to process something like that under normal circumstances. So this is what we're up against. Now, what happens with the machine is if you get a notice from the IRS or even from the state and local government saying that you owe them money for whatever reason, And if you owe them the money, then you pay it. But a lot of times the money isn't owed because there's some kind of error, administrative thing, or maybe I made a mistake, or we could fix something. But there's a process where you can fix this. And the process is you get a letter from the IRS, you disagree, you send it to them within 30 days, and usually they respond back within 4 to 6 weeks. Well, what's happening now is and I figured this out starting last year. I would send a letter and we would get no response. And then my client would get another letter saying, you didn't respond. And then they would get a third letter saying, we're going to take the money out of your account. So meanwhile, what's going on is I'm mailing a letter. It's probably getting lost in the post office. If it is getting delivered, it's sitting on somebody's desk at the IRS. So they're not opening the mail. They're not opening the mail. But the collection notices are still going. Okay. So what I've told my clients is that the only solution is, so when you get a letter, there's a number on there. There's a phone number. So what I've told my clients is that you have to call the IRS yourself, because me getting a power of attorney, and it's just very time consuming and it's expensive, and it's happening to too many people. So the quickest solution is for them to directly call the IRS and say, we have responded. Now, this is if you've already responded, but you have to call them and say, we have responded to your request for information on this tax matter, and we request a hold on any collection action. And they will do it. I don't know if they have to do it. I mean, there's laws in place, folks. There are laws in place. And I'm trying to find my Zoom thing. Give me 1 second. Yes, there are. Okay, I was here all along. I just didn't see myself. So, the issue is here that you got tens of millions of small business owners trying to navigate an impossible situation. And the only thing we could do, the only thing you could do as a small business owner is try to buy time. Call them. Don't pay the money unless you're sure that you owe it. Too many times I've seen people just pay money that they shouldn't have, and then it's almost impossible to get it back. So the strategy here, folks, is to contact them directly. You might be on hold for 2, 3, maybe even 4 hours. You might even get a message that says, call back tomorrow, or call back another time. And then you're going to have to call back another time. The best time to call is on Wednesday mornings at 7:57 a.m. That comes from a reliable source, because that's just the way the system is. You're dealing with a system. Okay, and if you're lucky enough to get on the phone with an individual, they will help you, because they know what's going on and how hard it is. So that's my story. I'm sticking with it. If you would like to contact me and chat about an issue that you're having with the IRS, or just general business questions, I'll give you free 15-20 minutes of my time and try to help you if I can. I also would like to invite you to our mastermind group. My VA, Elizabeth Frederick, does an awesome job. We have a lot of fun. That's on Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern time also. So, hey, Susie, I just saw your post here. Why did you pay them? Why did you pay them? We'll have to talk offline. All right. Anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking with it. God bless. I will talk to you again soon. Thank you.